So we are on episode 7! And today we're going to discuss the importance of having an updated beneficiary. So Mom, what exactly is a beneficiary for those who don't know?
So a beneficiary is actually very simple. It's who you're going to leave your estate to and all your assets.
Simple enough. Do beneficiaries have to be a person?
No, actually, not necessarily. They do not have to be a person. That's a very good question, in fact. I have clients that some of them don't really have family members or whatever. Yeah. And a lot of people have important charities and churches that they would love to put as a beneficiary. And that's a great thing to do. And you can put any type of charity as a beneficiary if you want. People put trusts as beneficiaries as well.
So Mom, why is having an updated beneficiary so important?
It is so very important to keep that updated because your life changes, right? So as we live life and people come in our life, people come out of our life, people change, you just want to make sure they're always up to date. Yep. And it's always every year, actually, you should check your beneficiaries and make sure that everything you own and everything you have is going to the person that you indeed want it to go to.
Right. So what are those assets that you would want to check annually on your beneficiary?
So there's so many assets that people have, right? Mm-hmm. So there's all sorts of different things. So, you can have life insurance, for example. Definitely you want to make sure that on your life insurance policy, you have the person you want to get that lump sum of money tax-free. Yeah. You definitely want to have the right person on there, right? And a lot of times I find people totally forget that they even have a life insurance policy because they've had it for so long and they forget to check those beneficiaries. So it's really, really important. Otherwise, it will go to the wrong person, and you don't want that to happen. You also have annuities. We talked about that before last week. You want to make sure those pay out really fast, that you have the right person that's on there for your beneficiary. If it's a spouse, if it's a child, if it's a grandchild, they're all set up for different reasons, but it's going to go and pays out really fast to that person. So really important because life happens, right? Yeah. And people tend to forget the importance of the beneficiary that they have on their paperwork because they may have done it such a long time ago. Yeah. IRAs, 401k, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, checking accounts, savings account. You always want to make sure that people will be able to access those assets if you pass away, right? So you just check them manually, just make sure everything's up to date and how you always want it to be.
Hi!
Mom, it tickles. God.
Do
you think I meant to tickle you?
So Mom, will you share some of those new rules regarding the stretch IRAs?
So this year, as y'all are aware, they passed the Secure Act in January and the CARES Act on March 27th of this year, right? Well, in the Secure Act, they changed the beneficiary rules for traditional and Roth IRAs. And you have to really check, and it's really important that you do, check your assets and make sure you look at your beneficiaries, because if you wanted to do an inherited IRA and that was your goal, or even if you left a trust, they're not going to pay out the same way. An inherited IRA will pay out over the 10 years, or it can pay in full at the end of the 10th year, or however you want, but it needs to be paid out by the end of the 10th year. 10-year rule doesn't apply to all beneficiaries.
Who does it apply to?
Well, there are 5 classes that it applies to that are exempt, actually, from the 10-year rule. 5 classes are, it would be a surviving spouse.
Okay.
Yep. It would be a disabled individual. It would be a chronically ill person. It would be a minor, not a grandchild though. And it would be an individual that is not more than 10 years younger than the IRA owner. And they would still be able to stretch their IRA out over their life expectancy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers on beneficiaries?
I just want to tell you, make sure that you check all your accounts, all of them. Make sure it's accurate, make sure it's up to date. It's more important than ever. I can't emphasize that enough to you. And also, any beneficiaries on an IRA too, if you have a successor beneficiary listed, they are also subjected to the 10-year rule as well. So, but make sure you check what you have out, make sure it's accurate, It's the most important thing you can do. I've seen things pay out to the wrong person, and that's not a fun thing.
Great information.
Yeah. So hopefully
Thank
that helped you guys
y'all.
out, gave you something you didn't already know, and Q&A on Friday.
Yep. We have a
Okay.
Q&A this Friday, so if you have
Yeah.
any questions on this topic of beneficiaries, you have any concerns, hop on our Facebook Live at
That's right.
noon.
We love questions, so
Yeah.
bring them on. Can't wait to see you and talk to you again on Friday.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of the week, and again, stay healthy, stay safe. All the rules.
Yep.